How's it going? Dude, I tell you what, man, it is so nice having a wall around the base. It's helping out a ton keeping the creatures away, but we still got some problems with the slinkers. They are definitely not friendly. Look, dude, they're evolving, okay? As you can see, we're missing some of the spike walls. What they'll do is they'll run up, attack one of the spikes, break it, and then run off. A few minutes later, they'll come back and attack another one. So it's kind of a terrifying thing, them evolving like that. But for today, what we're doing is a little bit more work on our small little rustic cabin. Now again, it's not a permanent base build here. It's just somewhere that's somewhat safe. I mean, safe-ish. Safe as you can get right now. For us to, to kind of get set up on this map and then start doing the missions and figure out where we want our permanent base. So what we're doing is I think on this side right here, we'll kind of leave the setup like we have it, right? Put some of the hanging cabinets along the top there. And between that and these, that should be enough for right now. We'll keep our crafting benches right here, which we need to make a tier 2 or possibly a tier 3 today, and put it in here. For this side, I want to do a small little balcony just for the bed, so probably just 2 tiles wide on this side. And I noticed that when we were doing the roof, there's some new stairs. They go up and over. So maybe that might fit over here for getting up there without hitting our head on the roof. We'll see. Right there, probably put a door in. Thinking to put a door there. Small little balcony out over here, little porch. Have some of the slopes come down and do our cooking outside here. And that should be kind of set. Now inside over here, we're going to have our tame stuff. All outside for the moment. Maybe we'll do an overhang with some pillars. We've got our ranch station. We need to put out some beds for some little ones. And then possibly some feed troughs. Kind of see how that works out. So let's get started with probably oxygen first. We're on our last bottle of oxygen. And I think what we might do is kind of work towards biofuel today if we can. Where's that at in the tech tree? Is it tier 2 or tier 3? If it's tier 3, we might kind of skip that for the moment and do it towards the end of the video. It is. It's going to be here with some power stuff, right? Yeah, right there. So for the tier 3 workbench, we could actually make all that now. Let's just skip right ahead to this one, get it made, and then we're good until we get to tier 4. Tier 4, we need quite a bit of stuff. That's going to involve some electronics, carbon fiber, some aluminum, which we can't make yet. So I want to get the new fabricator, or the new furnace up and running today, the concrete one. And for that, we need some concrete mix. So it's a lot of stuff to get going, so we can actually get going on the map. So, what is it called? Machine bench. So, wood, stone, and get nails. Do it in sections. We all know that I have a very bad memory. Stone's going to be out here. Got a little bit of stuff here for building today. Not too much. I don't want to be overstocked, but we do need some for crafting. Alright, drop off these, these, and those. Let's put the ceilings back. Leave that in there, and then leave this. Well, we need to fill that up. Need some food? A guy does get hungry during the day. I'm just saying, man. We need some more nails. Okay. Nails, rope, and epoxy. That's a lot of nails. Dude, there's another cave, too. Right over here. Kind of in between this base and the old one. I think it's like right at the edge of this mountain. There's another cave there. Very small one, though. Not like this one over here. Got some stuff harvested. But, dude, we're almost out of biofuel for the mining tool. There we go. Let that craft. We'll pick all this up and move it. Now, for this location, do we have any nodes close by? Oxite, that'll be nice. Again, it's kind of sparse on this map, which is fine, but it'd be nice to have an extractor up there. We got coal over here. I think that's in the cave that I found. There's coal and I think stone in the same cave. Oh, there's copper. Not too far away, too. Oh, fantastic, man. So copper and oxide will be over there. Coal and stone over here. We have gold nearby, too. No iron. Oh, that kind of sucks. We have platinum. That's kind of good news. Use that a lot for our shotgun ammo. For the slugs. Armor-piercing ones. Oh, titanium. So this spot right here is actually not too bad. All we're missing is the... Yeah, that's a stone. It's going to be in the same cave, I think. All we're missing is Iron, right? Well, that's not too bad, man. It kind of makes me happy. A little bit. Alright, give me all this. We'll pick up you. Oh, the mortar and pestle. Give me all that. I'm not sure if it'll fit on this workbench like the other one, but we'll see. Oh, this thing is tiny, man. Smaller than the other one. Okay. Is there a spot for you? Absolutely. Right at the front, so I can click on it every time I want to go to this. It's going to happen, man. Let's put this where it goes. Trying to keep everything nice and neat for the most part. I mean, as long as we can, right? It's going to get all mixed up eventually, but... Actually, let's put this in here. We'll probably end up using it today for some crafting. And then this, we'll keep it for later. So what we currently have is all the building parts, all of our built materials. We got all of our ores, and then things like, I mean, everything else. We got the leather, we got the refined wood, fiber, sticks, kind of stuff like that. There's a lot of this guano, too. I want to get the shotgun up and running, maybe next video? Don't think we'll have time to do it in this one, but we'll see, man. This can go inside of here, along with that. Alright, cool. So that's done. What do we need for the biofuel? For the oxygen? I think this one requires biofuel, right? Leather and bone. Let's grab some. That might be a later tier one. If so, this one should be fine for now. So I got some steel made. Oh, we need glass. Electronics too. Okay, that might not be today. Might save it for later. But for this guy, let's put you... Not right there, because we're going to have stairs going up, possibly. Let's move the anvil. Dude, we need some lights in here, too. Put the oxygen machine right here. There we go. I guess for right now, this can kind of go right here. I mean, it works, right? Right by the workbench. Now, give me all this back. Let's put the ladder there. This, and two of those. There we go. Now we should be able to breathe properly. Now, you guys said, too, in the comments, what I was wanting to do is try to work out something with water. We got two different ways to do it. One, try to set up a small pump inside the cave over here and pipe it in that way. I like how it's rain and snow at the same time right here. Or the other option is to set up one of the metal rain catchers. And you guys said the metal one can pipe directly into a storage unit. Now, with the homestead pack, we've got some water storage. Tier 3? That's a silo. Where is the water tank? Anyways, it's a water tank in here that's kind of massive. Holds, I think, like 150,000 liters. So I might be able to set that up on the side. Maybe over here in the back and do it that way. So let's see what we need for the rain catcher. I haven't ever made one. Not a metal one. Oh, super cheap. Just epoxy and a little bit of charcoal. Which we don't have. Which we do. There we go. So we'll do one for the moment, set it out, kind of see how it works, and then we need one of the water tanks too. Let's set this over here just for right now. Our tree. Our last tree has fallen down, man. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll just do it right here. Just for testing. Toggle on and off. What are we toggling? The collection? Not collection. So I know we can put ice in here too. Ice is fuel. And that should melt down into water, right? And that'll be for all of the water skins or canteens. It's filling up very, very fast. It rains quite often here. Rain or snow, or kind of like the mixture. So that works. What do we need for the water tank? Yeah, there's the big one there. So it's kind of cheap. We just need aluminum, which we don't have right now. So refined wood. Let's grab some. One of you. So this holds 150,000. Oh, that holds 1 million. Holy crap, dude, that's a ton more. Okay. That kind of works, man. Do some science real quick. What do we need for the water tool? We need platinum, copper, and gold. Okay. So we can't smelt up the gold or the platinum right now because we need the concrete furnace. Okay. So let's do this. Let's work on this up here. Get this done and out of the way. Move this. Then we'll work on the concrete furnace. And see if we can actually attach this to that easily. If so, we're kind of set. It's already at 12,000, almost 13,000 on the water storage. So maybe 2 of these out here, and then the big water tank. And we should be set without having to do any piping of other things. Again, we try to do the first base here kind of primitive if we can. Use all the homestead stuff, and we'll work on some lights in here too. Something. All right, so let's do some floors. We're going to need some of the nails, right? Just some copper nails. Let's grab 3 stacks. How many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4 should be fine, possibly. And let's do one of the roof parts here to see if we can do the new stairs. I saw it on these. I'm not sure about the other ones. Something else too, I noticed. The side pieces have a border now. Around the outside. It's not just straight across and then flat down. It actually has a border. Very slight one, but looks fantastic, man. Alright, so let's get this wood real quick. I'm glad that we spent all of the last video building around the trees, right? Make it look nice, and all the trees are gone. At least the monkeys won't be coming over here trying to get in our trees anymore. Let's take a nap real quick. There we go. Daytime. Alright, so give me this. Give me those. Do you have... Ah, you do. These. These are new, right? I think so. Look fantastic, man. Alright, so which way is the floor going? Left or right? I'm thinking something like this, right? And then what we'll do... Oh, it's these. Dude, that is fantastic, man. Super nice, dude. So we need 1, 2. We need 3 railings. Do we have half railings? Is that a thing? I can't remember. Let's do 2 for the moment. And then we need 1 of the angled walls. Give it a second. We don't have half railings. Okay. So that's going to be a problem right here. I do like it. Very nice, man. Very nice. Alright, so, anyways. It's just for a bed, so doesn't matter too much. Maybe do a pillar there, too. Just for looks. And maybe 1 right here. We could set something right here just to block it, but it's kind of nice having that open. So we don't hit our head. For the bed, we'll set it up right here. That way, whenever we respawn, we don't get stuck. Let's make 2. We want a pillar here, too. Maybe just 1 here going up. And it looked like it's kind of attached to the ceiling, right? Beam pillar, same thing. Let's do 3. Let's do 4. My plans are, this video and possibly the next one, get everything set up that I want here at base, so that we can properly go out and start some missions. Kind of see what they're all about. Turn that off. So one there. If we do one here, I'm hoping it doesn't stick through the roof. Same with that one. Oh, they kind of do. I wish they would fix it to where you don't see stuff on the top. Doesn't matter, we're going to leave it like that anyways. Because eventually, we'll have some solar panels all set up here. Maybe just 2 of them. Should be enough. That's 12,000 on the power. Back on Prometheus, I think 2 is all that we use for all of our power production. And it ran everything. So that's fine. We're going to leave it, but wish they would fix it to where you couldn't see it on the top side. Alright, so we're going to need 1, 2 more for the border. And I'm thinking, too, unless they changed it in between hatches. Okay, that's 100%. Railings and pillars on the outside don't take damage from the storms, which I like. Hopefully they don't change that. What I was thinking is, we use some of these, too, for outside. Since we're kind of doing like a rustic theme. Then you have the wood and stone mixture, you know? Maybe for the side part, too. Possibly, maybe. But instead of lining the base with stone all around here, we'll do wood there and wood down here. They got like a wood frame holding up all the stone. I do like this border, too, that they added in. It's very nice, man. Very, very nice. Let's do 20. Kind of see how they look. So 1 more here, 1 there. And that's kind of set. Sleeping area. Put some stuff up here for storage as well. Probably move this up there too. Want to use this one just for items like this that we need to send back up. It's like a little foot locker, you know? That's kind of good. So for out here, I don't know if we leave that as stone. Probably, right? Just frame that and then possibly around here. Don't make noises at me. Well, I'll tell you what. Junior might be hungry. We'll do stone ones coming down right here. I don't know if we'll do them on the corners. We might. That's going to look too weird. Let's do stone up there and just the wood around the bottom part. So let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. I like having them right here too. Let's do 10 more of the stone ones. So this, I think that and stone, right? Need the other workbench. Again, it's super weird having everything and then starting over on a new map. It's not a bad thing, but it's amazing how much you forget in between, right? What are we missing? Nails and leather. Not a problem. At least for now. It's all the it's all the creatures around, dude. And then nails. Now don't forget, on this map, we're not building big because all of our stuff, we're not going to leave out. 1 or 2 things we will that we use all the time, mainly like this. But most of it will stay in here. We'll need it, pull it out, craft what we want, put it back. So that stain, our forge, whichever flavor we have, oxygen machine, and then sulfur and oxide. I like the little stuff on these, man. The details. That's probably it for the main station staying out. At least for now. So we needed, what, 10? Enough stuff in there. For this, Let's try... Wrong button. A door there. Probably just 3 of the ceiling tiles. And we might try some of the shallow slopes coming off here. Hopefully it's not too claustrophobic, right? So for that, I think we need some of these to get it started, possibly. Where's the shallow ones? Are they mixed in with these? Let's make one. We don't use them too often, but I think it might be in with this one. There's those. It is, okay. So we need... upper or lower? We need the upper. That might be too shallow. Make some floor tiles and see. While that's doing its thing, get this side set up. You see with that border on the top now, it kind of ties in with the corner posts. Not there. There we go. Why does that look broke? It's kind of weird, man. It is what it is, dude. It's fine, though. It's fine. Let's grab these. Alright, so if we do that, that is very, very close down. Ah, that sucks, dude. It needs to be up higher. So... it's going to overhang weird this way. Only other option is to have it drop down. I don't think we can, right? Gotta be under the ground. Oh, that sucks, man. One thing I wish in games, not just this one, but all of them, is it had a way to drop down to whatever level. Keep snapped in, but drop down. Not sure how that would work out. Maybe having like a half tile to put here or something. Just a clip to. I like drop down stuff, man. I like the terrace look in base building. But it's fine. We're still going to do this here. It just won't be covered. We need a couple more of the pillars. 2 stone ones. That should be fine. Now, it kind of sucks because out here, I was hoping to do the same thing. Do a small little overhang. Not really needed, but would have been nice. I think just 2 should be fine, right? And then we need some more railings from here. Maybe 4. Should we go out even further now? I just want to have, like, the grill out here. Oh, that has to be inside, right? There's this one. Let's make that real quick. I'm gonna warn you now, we're gonna be all over the place today, okay? It's the way that it goes. If you're new to the channel, I'm sorry. it's one of those building days where I'm not sure what I want to do. So it's gonna be a lot of testing. So that's one of the new homestead ones. Doesn't have a smokestack though. That's kind of weird. Okay, needs to have a shelter. So that'll be in here. Looks kind of neat, man. I need a smokestack, though. Is that a thing? It's not there. Need this, too. That's another way to store some of the water. 2 different variants. Yeah, we need a smokestack, like the chimneys have for the fireplace, where you can build them and then connect them on there. That might be a thing. Let me look in the tech tree real quick. So there's not another option to do that. Did they just miss the chimney part? They got to fix that. Give me a small little craftable one. Maybe just one iron. Very, very cheap. But do it exactly like the chimneys are. Where you got the middle parts, and then you have the top cap you can make. That's all I need for this. We're going to use it still, but it's kind of weird. Alright. Pick you up for now. We'll just keep it on us, I think. Put that in there. I'm not sure what we can put outside here. We'll probably end up moving the drying rack. Just do it now. It's kind of an eyesore. We got the smoker. That can go outside, right? It's the same thing as the drying rack. Is it called a smoker? It is. Oh, we need concrete. Okay. For right now, though, this will work. I plan on putting that outside. Like over on this side. But it's kind of big. We need to come out two if we do that. We're going to have the stove inside for cooking, though, so it's not really needed. And we're going to have the wood-burning stove upstairs for sleeping. That should be fine. Let's grab the pillars. Finish one thing at a time, man. I have a list today, okay? Of stuff I want to do, and I'm jumping around and not doing it properly. Can we please snap into the proper place? There we go. So we need one more of those. And then our railings. That'll kind of work, man. We could do a wraparound one, but I think we'll kind of keep it separate. Maybe. Possibly. We'll see. Railings? No railings? Let's do 6. Have a couple extra ones on hand. For you, let's do all this. All that for right now. It needs to go in the refrigerator, but we're out of slots for it. Alright, so. Let's just pick you up all together. Turn you off. And get you out of here. So I have the kitchen stuff over here. And then we need a doorway for right there. Nails, rope, and iron. One of you, please. We could do some of the curtains, right? For the doorways. I don't know, man. For this map, with the slinkers, I think having doors is probably the safer thing to do. So we can actually close them. Last thing I want to do is have a slinker come running up, jump over the fence, through the curtains, and land inside the base. It's gonna happen, dude. Oh, it's gonna happen, man. I think we need to do the pillar first, right? Oh, there we go. Alright, that kind of works. There's one of the stoves we can put outside. Not sure which one it is, but we'll put it out there here in a minute. Alright, so let's empty our inventory. Let's store these in here. Got the rope. We got all the iron. Our wood. That we don't need at the moment. This we don't need. That we do, that we do. This we don't. And then put this back in there. Alright, so for the most part, that's kind of set. Let's put this guy out over here. What we might do is put you right here. Since it's kind of so small. I want to move the icebox down. And probably make a second one. I like these. I like these a lot. I just wish that they had more storage in them than what they do. Let's do it right here. And then what we'll do is some of the cabinets over here. For the cooking stuff. I like to store my ice in the icebox, okay? Just saying. It's a good place for it. Alright, so, let me look at my list now. That's done. Oh, wood stove. For upstairs. Nails, steel, and copper. Let's leave all this stuff over here. And that'll be for sleeping. We got salt station I want to do. It's going to be some fiber. And that's done. Biofuel, possibly. We got the workbench. Let's do the concrete mixer next. Kitchen will stop right about here. So do the salt right here at the edge. Possibly some of the cabinets. Cooking stuff right there. Wood burning stove up here. Colliding. Colliding with what? Will that not go outside? Is that what's colliding? Is the chimney? Oh, it is. Well, that's kind of weird, man. Again, guys got to fix that, man. The chimney should always go through the roof. Don't want the smoke inside. Let's grab some wood for it and get it going because we definitely need the charcoal. Something that I noticed too was with this, if you put a stack of wood in here, and it might have always been like this, but I don't think it was. If that runs out right here, it'll automatically switch the wood stack. I don't think it's always been like that. So that should always run till it's empty. So if you fill it all up with charcoal, leave one spot, or with wood, leave one spot for the charcoal, it'll eventually all be charcoal. I like it. We need a small little half railing. Just saying, dude. Safety reasons. So for the mixer, we just need just some rope. Fantastic. I like it. Now, again, we don't have water for it, so it will be going kind of slow, but it'll still work in the background while we're building. This needs to be inside too, right? No shelter. Okay. Again, kind of weird, but is what it is. Let's set it up right here for the moment. Oh, interesting. So, new recipe. Oh, concrete railings. Wait, those are new, right? Well, that's kind of neat, man. So you've got different ways to make them, too. Or the smelted. Or. Yeah, I know. But, crushed limestone and tree sap. How do we do the crushed limestone? Is that a new... How do you make crushed limestone? Do not eat. Okay. Didn't plan on it, but thanks for the warning. I'm not sure how to crush it. It's not here. Is there a new... Piece of equipment? Had to look online. Apparently, you can make it in here. It's not in here. Crushed bone. Flour. Oh, you can make flour out of corn too now. Oh, that's kind of nice, man. Taters as well. Okay. Different ways. That's all the iron stuff. So it's not in here. Maybe it's in the upgraded one. For the mortar and pestle? Might be in this. Let's make one to see. A little bit of science. Kind of expensive, but if we can make the crushed limestone in there, it'll be a lot cheaper than doing the silica, right? Haven't seen too much silica around, but in that cave over here, there's a ton of the crushed limestone. Now this, I like it. Looks fantastic, but dude, it is super, super noisy. I wish the range on the audio was just a little bit smaller on some items. Again, not complaining, just voicing my opinion. What we'll do is set it up over here, I think. No limestone. Oh, it's this. I was gonna say, I hear something growling out there, but it's the, thing here. Let's throw some in and see if it just actually starts making it. I don't think so, but I have to see. It's normally all the same stuff that's in the mortar and pestle is what's in here. Same slots and everything. It's just a different way to do stuff. Might be for the material processor that we need to do the limestone in. And nothing highlights. Might need to look online again to see where they said they can make it. I thought they said mortar and pestle. And not in here. At least with this, what they should do is give you more slots for the crafting. Just so that it's somewhat different and gives a purpose for this versus using the mortar and pestle. We'll leave it out though. It looks kind of nice. Let me look online again because I'd rather use the limestone if possible. I wonder what the ratio is too. It's a new bed for creatures. Can be used by animals to speed up the gestation process. Interesting. So, I'm an idiot. It happens. Look, man, I'll be the first one to admit it. We didn't unlock the blueprint for the new limestone. I think they said it was in tier 3. Oh, a new sink! Fully plumbed in. Okay, that's the one thing they were missing is the... For these. Talked about it over on Prometheus. There was no sink. Oh, that's fantastic, dude. I'm still not seeing the limestone, though. It's supposed to be one of the recipes like this. To unlock. That's why it never showed up in the mortar and pestle or the windmill. Apparently, you can make it in both. Oh, right here. Tier 2. There we go. Crafted at the mortar and pestle. So, right there. So we should have it out here as well, right? Let's double check. It is. Let's do this. Half and you. So 2-to-1 ratio. Oh, that makes super fast. I was going to do some in here and some out there. Let's just do it all here. That is super fast. That's a lot easier way to make the concrete. Now, I've got quite a bit of the sap already made up. So it should be fine. So hopefully this right here will be enough to do... Should have kept some to see if it goes faster out here or faster with the mortar and pestle. But that should be enough to make our concrete forge. Gonna make 12. Oh, it's 10 for each one. Okay, we definitely need more. So how much do we need for the concrete furnace? 20. Let's do this, man. Let's take this. It's almost empty. Leave all that. Leave those. Leave this. Do a quick little run. Junior, how you doing, buddy? Need some food? You need some water? My last piece of meat. I mean, of that kind. Double check. All right. No slinkers? Dude, it's been non-stop attacks from those guys. So luckily, we got our cave over here with all the stuff in it. We'll grab a couple stacks of the limestone, and then should be good for making that furnace. I'm excited, man. That'll allow me to smelt up the gold, and then platinum and titanium. Easy? Yep. Do that every single time, dude. Alright, so there's not a ton down here, but there is some stacks of the limestone. So 60 from each node, so it's not too bad. I really want to get the thumper up and going, though, just for, like, totally regenerating this cave. There's so much stuff in here. It'll make life a ton easier just coming here to grab what we need and going from there. Let's grab one more stack if we can find it. Someone left a comment, too, about the... Give it a second. About seeing how deep the cave is. To use some of the flare arrows. Shoot it down there, and we'll be able to see how deep it is. Kind of curious, man. So many levels to this cave. That's all of the limestone for right now, so kind of works. I like seeing the new caves, though. But yeah, that was the other plan, was to put one of the pumps here if we could. And have that for our water. Or maybe up here. It is drinkable. Probably not the best flavor, but... take this too, while we're down here. A little bit more copper for making nails. There we go. Leveled up. Windstorm. Well, good thing our trees are already gone, right? Junior. Gonna say, I know you can make it. Alright, out we go. Turn our light off, save it. We need to get some water, too. Now, with the rainwater, it's not filtered. I don't think, right? I don't know if we can actually put some charcoal in there or not. Again, I like the snow and rain mix. It's kind of cool. So, what happens with this? 5% chance to cause dysentery. How do we filter that easily? Or can we? There's this. Or actually, isn't a kitchen sink, doesn't that have filtered water? I think so, right? Anyways. Let's do some science here. Does it craft as fast in here as it does outside? It does. Okay, that's kind of neat, though. Let's just do all of them. Alright, man. Let that craft up. I'm going to run down to the old base spot on Junior. We'll get some water, and then that should be ready. Make a concrete furnace. We'll get some gold going. Get some platinum. That's kind of awkward. Make our water tool, and then we'll figure out getting some water piped in. Might just do it to the kitchen sink if possible, and fill up the canteens that way. I like it, man. I like all the new homestead stuff. Need to mass produce some of the spikes. Not sure why they lowered the durability, man. Especially with all the creatures around here that are so aggressive. Not being trailed, are we? Got one of the small little guys on us back over there at the water. Yeah, not sure why they lowered the durability on all the walls and the spikes. Could have swore each one was at 5,000 for the wood ones. These are only 3, and those are only 1,500 now. Not much at all, dude. Huge nerf to that. So, check this. Do that. Make all this up. And then put you in here for the moment. Actually, you know what? That's going to be changed out here pretty soon. So what else do we need for the concrete furnace? A little bit of this. And then just some of the concrete. A few more of those. Alright, so what else is on the list? I was thinking a fireplace in here. I'm not sure if there's much room for that. We got the well that I want to make. That's going to be some stone, and then we got everything else. We'll grab some extra wood to do a couple sets of spikes. I think it's like 100 or 120 on the wood for each one. Super expensive, man. How are you? Not that. That's fine. Do you have rope? Absolutely not. I need some more. So for now, let's just do 2. And that'll replace the ones that we have missing over there. So that's good. Wood, of course. Now this holds how much? 100,000. We'll do 1 for the moment. Well, just do 1. See what the variant is. That'll be nice to have for our water storage versus the water tanks. So, standard issue. Looks kind of neat. It should be able to collect the water as well. Kind of weird that it can't, but not a big deal. Oh, moss one. Ew, that's... It's neat, don't get me wrong. Again, options are always good in games. But that, I would not drink the water out of here. I'm just saying, dude. I am just saying. So, maybe put it right here where Junior is. I don't want the water lines being all over the place. Again, wish there's a way to hide them once you have them laid down. So for right now, we'll kind of just put it right here. That way we can pipe it in from this, under the ground, or under the foundation, over to here, and then pipe it into that as well. So that's 150 on the storage, plus another 100. And then maybe 1 or 2 barrels just for looks out here. That'd be plenty on the storage. I still want to make the big one if we can, to see how it looks. We need to get some lights in here. Let's grab a little bit of the sulfur. I don't want too many. They are very expensive. And we're going to be out of steel. Ah, dude, that sucks, man. Let's make just 1 or 2 for the moment. That'll work. Was that a light on over here? That's kind of neat, just saying. So for right now, let's do 1 there. We'll do 1. We're going to have cabinets up here in a few minutes. I don't want it to catch fire. Let's do 1 over here. There we go. Ah, there we go, man. Not too bad. Not flammable either. Alright, so the well's done. We've got biofuel possibly. Oh, contact device. It got broke at the old base. Ingots. One of you. There's a light there. That's kind of neat, man. There is the concrete mix that we need. Oh, steel. Just enough. Holy crap, dude. We almost ran out. Alright, make that. Let's take a nap real quick. It's coming along fairly nice. Okay. I mean, that kind of works. So we exit that way. Let's maybe turn the bed like this. Then we should pop up right here in the middle. So give me this. Give me that. We'll wait to do it, but this we'll put over here. So it's kind of by the well, you know? And this will be for our mission terminal. And for this guy, we'll put it over here on the side. Might make a second one, too, to put it right here. Kind of some decorations for the base, you know? I like it, dude. Might move that around some, too, before we pipe it all in properly. So, hopefully it'll fit right here. That's kind of my goal for the concrete furnace. It needs to take up that whole space. Okay, not a big deal. What we can do is maybe right here put the oxygen. Because it is kind of small, right? Good time to change out our tank. Just saying. And it kind of works for this, for piping it in for water whenever we get hooked up. Alright, cool. So that's good. I need to get some coal for this to run. Only found one coal node so far. But what we need to do... Drop off all that. Let's leave stone in here. Drop off that. Drop off this. That needs to go over here. And then... we need some gold. I think we have enough copper, right? We do. And is it platinum? It is. We got a tiny bit of platinum in here for that. And that'll work. That'll be enough for the water tool. We can get that piped in and have it set up properly. So what we'll do is probably hook up this to those. Let it transfer over. I don't know if it'll store it that way. Pick this up and move it. It's going to be right in front of our window. Maybe just right here on the side. Kind of how it is now. That'll work out. So, for the kitchen in here, we're going to need a sink. So, organic resin. We need some glass. So, we have steel. We need to see some of the steel screws. Are we out of steel? Or not? One set of you. I don't know if we need the stove, right? We got this one. Maybe we'll get rid of this one. Move that over here. And do the built-in stove over here. We need more steel ingots. Okay. Let's do this. Give me a few minutes. I'm going to do a mining run on Junior. We've got a full pick down there. Get some more iron, and then get that smelted up. This should be done by then, too. I'll set up the other one that we have, the normal furnace, and double smelt that way. Alright, so we are smelting the platinum. Let's grab this. Let's grab these. And a stack of this. So what we need to do... Steel bloom. Make all those. Maybe not quite that many. Save some for smelting. And we'll just set up the other furnace right here for the moment. Pick you up. We'll save you for later. Maybe we'll scrap it. Not too sure. Got a tiny bit here. Smelt that as well. Alright, so that's kind of up and going. All we're missing is a steel for the homestead stuff. It's a kitchen bench. We kind of need this anyways. Right? For doing some of our foods. And I'm curious about the sink, too. One storage block. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 5. And a medicine. I don't know if we need the butchery bench. We do for the animal fat. Okay, we need all these. Do we have space over here, though? Should be 1 corner piece. 2, 3, 4, 5. Move this probably right here. I'm thinking for this side. We'll do some railings right here. Do we have half walls? Is that a thing? We do. Maybe section off this part right here. Leave it open. But section it off for more places to put stuff. Maybe just one wall tile right there. This is done. And then let's move you... Let's move this guy. For the moment. So we want the lower one. Like this. That way it's still kind of open, but it's closed off. Again, I want some half walls, man. I have one right... Slinker, I bet. Right? Take Junior outside. I don't have any ammo for the bow, really. Stab it! Oh, you got a little one! Oh, dude, you're lucky. If I was going to be taming today, I would definitely grab him. But for right now, I will use you. Ah, man. We should really tame him, dude. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Start the taming process. Okay. Didn't plan on that for the day, but is what it is, man. I haven't seen a little one, but maybe twice so far, right? It's all just a parent tearing stuff up. Almost stabbed you in the leg. Alright, come this way, Junior. Come this way. Since obviously you guys wanted to know what's inside the spike walls, I'll bring you in. Need to make a bed for him. It might be a very long video. It happens, dude. It happens. So we need a bed. It's going to be some fiber and fur. Leave you out here. Do we not have a bed made? I left it at the old base. Have to go back for it. Alright, one of you. Set it up right here. Let's get you some food, buddy. Give me a second. Let me grab some. Plenty of stuff over here on the rack. Yes, I'm aware. I'm trying to spoil it. Look at you, man. Belly rubs already. Boy, I'll tell you what. That's all I wanted, man. I was inside where it's nice and safe. Alright, so do your thing. Don't cause problems. Need another one of the spike walls, too. Alright, so what were we doing? I got sidetracked. Leave this. Leave that. Eat some breakfast. So, oh yeah, this stuff here. So let's do all that. And then we need this. Copper wire. Grab some copper. Gonna be a second. Give me this. And then a little bit more, and that'll start on the copper. And let's check our steel. 23. Not very much, but is what it is. Do the steel first. So all we're missing is copper wire. Let's stop this. That's right, it kind of breaks everything. So that's not fixed yet. All they got to do is put a resume button in here. Move this down, move that down, and put resume. That way when we take something away, you don't need to add something to it to get it to kind of continue. Just hit the button and have it pick up from where it was. One water tool. Fantastic. Let's make one more of these. Actually, we need to save the little bit of iron that we got. I always do that, man. Is that Junior or another slinker out there? Stop making noises! Boy, I'll tell you what. Alright, so. The problem is our floors are solid, right? So what we can do. Please don't break. Pick these up. Take that up. That leads outside. I kind of want to leave that solid if we can. But what we'll do is do a small connection. Just run it across. Trying to think how to do this. I want to make it look very nice, you know? Let's do this right here. And that'll work for the moment. So, head up top. We need to pick up all the wood floors. And I'll show you why here. Leave that open for the moment. So with this one, with the stone, it's receded in. So you can run all your cables, your water, your electricity, put them down here, and this sits on top. So it's kind of nice. That will get broke, so let's pick you up. Wrong button. We're running off to the side. I want to leave room for electricity. Want to do it in the middle? I think in the middle should be fine. Do the same thing here. Might as well pipe it all in while we're doing it, you know? Give it a second. Alright, so we need to change this to... Is that straight? It is, okay. I don't like the curved one. There we go. That'll work out. Alright. So that kind of works. Now we should be able to hook in the water lines directly and not have them show. For out here, let's do some science with this. I'm not sure if it'll work like I'm thinking. That does hook up. Fantastic. Will you drain... Do we want this here or closer to the building? Alright, that'll work. Get some food for the little one. Put the hammer in here. Don't think we need it for the moment. Unless somebody needs to be smacked in the head, don't eat them! 14%. Give him some food. Don't eat the little one. I'll tell you what. Alright, so, anyways. Creatures, dude. Will you... fill up over here? It says that it's storing, but it's not storing. Shouldn't this move over to here? right? You would think. What about here? Do you need a pump to move that water? Oh, dude, that sucks, man. If so, will that actually run to the inside and work properly? You know what I mean? Grab all this. Let's put you here for the moment. I'm not sure where it'll go. Let's do the sink. I've never done it this way without a pump. And apparently they fixed stuff to where you don't need the pump. For things like this, if it requires water for making like the clay, the way that it was is it wouldn't pull out of a storage unit. If you wanted to make clay bricks, you had to have it running directly from a pump to force water in. But now it's supposed to pull directly out of a storage unit. So this sink should work properly. Looks kind of neat. So if I do this... Okay, that has water. If I hook this into there, it's not going to store it. It's going to still just pull out of the line from that. Because you can't hook two things up to one. I can't piggyback from this to something else because it has one connection. So I can't actually use this for storage. Well, that kind of sucks, man. Oh, a simple and durable way to collect rainwater. So that'll collect the rainwater. So this can't be used. That's the only thing. Unless we have a pump. Then the pump will force water into the barrel. So you can't gravity feed that or that into this. Okay. So it's a me issue. So what we can do is still use this for water storage extra, along with the rain catcher up there. Or just use this by itself. Right? How much is this? I need the readout, not the liters. So that's 100,000. That's 150. Okay, so let's do this, man. Let's not use this at all. Right? Does it really fit in? We'll just use this for rain collection. And just have to deal with the 100 liters for right now. So what kind of sucks about that is if we build the big container, it won't work. Because you're not going to be able to put water from this into the storage tank. Right? Huh. So we might need multiples of these out for rainwater. It filled up a good little bit, though, with that one little rain, right? Ah, that sucks, man. That sucks a lot. All right. It is what it is. Can't do anything about it. For right now, we'll leave this out here. And we'll pipe it into the hub. That as well. So, we need a corner piece. So we just need medicine. And then that's it, right? Sink, butcher, corner, and kitchen. Stab it. Should we do the sink in between? We should. Stab it. It turned. Okay, so, water tool. Dude, I'm gonna lose my mind. We do have water there, okay. I know it's painful sometimes watching me play. But you signed up for it for watching my videos. I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying. So I'm hoping with this guy... right here. And not have it look weird. Or I might just do it over here. Can we fit two? We can't. I mean, it kind of works here. There's still room for storage. Even if we put two of these, one here, one there. Right? So get to it from there, and what we can do... let's put this over here now. That is used for some things. Now, if you didn't know, if you're new to the game, for some odd reason, again, unless it's changed, whichever block you put down first, that's the only one you can put an item on. So if we had another cabinet, a plain one right here, you couldn't put down the mortar and pestle. Oh! They changed it! Well, never mind. Oh, that is fantastic. It used to be you could only put something on the first one you put down. Not sure why, but made it difficult. I like it, man. I like all the extra stuff they did. So one more of these, and it should work out for some storage for all of our foods. And still be able to get to this. Now what we can do is either put the medicine bench here or this. And then do medicine right here. And the reason why is if we put the medicine here, there's going to be a gap right there. I mean, does it really matter too much? Let's do it like that. Okay, that'll work. So, we can make that now. We just need the organic resin, which will be some oxide and some wood. Just make all of it. It'll be fine. That is empty. Remove it. And we'll move you down over here. Perfect fit, dude. Perfect fit. I just think I was wanting to do biofuel today, too. There's no way we got time for it. Already like an hour and a half in or so. It's fine, dude. I really like this part of the game, though. So leave this in here. That in there. Drop these off. Drop that off. Put this away. Alright, so, eat some food. There's our resin. Not sure how much we needed for the bench. Glass. Now, I think this requires water. Possibly. The thing that sucks is the water is right underneath this, too. It does. Connected. Fantastic. So water there. And water here. Water off. Water on. No connection. How? What? Where'd our water go? Was that using water constantly? Just having it on? 0, 0. What? So that was just free-flowing all of our water out into the sink. I don't like that at all. That's gotta be a bug, right? Man, I'm really wanting to work this out to where we don't have to have the water pump. And it just... Man, they gotta work on this part of the game. Again, not a rant, just stating some observations, right? So to me, the way that it should work is, one, anything that collects water should flow into a storage unit that you have attached, like we do here, or did have here, right? But that wouldn't work. If you have a pump hooked up to this, it'll store water that way. It's a good buffer. So that needs to be addressed. The other thing is, this shouldn't drain out all your water. It should only pull what you need, no matter if it's on or off. It should only pull what you need for using it. Right? If you put something in here to fill up, it should do it that way. And why is there no option to wash my hands? Looks fantastic, though. Homestead stuff? So yeah, work on those couple things and it shouldn't be too bad. But that's all the stations that we need. And this will make up all of our special fertilizer. And then all of our medical stuff. Water treatment pill. Removes water quality in place of another. So, where do you put this at? Does that go in like the little water thing out there that goes in the stream? Because there's no place in here to put it for a filter. And there's no place in here for a filter. It's gonna be just ice. Let's do this. Let's see if I'm losing my mind or not. I think I probably am, let's be honest. Open the door, open the door. Let's grab 2. It breaks super fast. So, if we dig some ice, put some in there for making some water. I want to see if it drains out with the sink being in the regular on state. Or what? Okay, so that's dirt. That's not... That's ice. Okay, that's kind of weird. Uses a ton of stamina. Granted, we're not eating any foods that have stamina, but let's get a little bit here. Kind of curious how fast it actually melts in there instead of having the rain. One more. There we go. I left my good shovel over on Prometheus. Didn't think about it. Might have to go back for it. It's one of our workshop ones. And it digs the holes that resist all the storms. So when we start planting stuff for looks, I definitely want to have that. I'll just make another one. We'll see. So this is the only one that will melt the water, right? Okay, so that is storing it. Take it out. It's not running. It's not storing it in here. Science. Oh, this one can too. Okay. Dude, I got so scared, man. I saw the slinker. I know, it's not your fault. Okay, so that does work out this way too. So, if you melt some snow, put water in both. Tiny bit, man. Tiny bit in there. So that's on. That is actively draining our stuff. Okay, so that's what it is. You can wash your hands too. So turn it on. And then you got to wash your hands that way. Okay. So I think what we'll do... Do I have it off? I do, okay. Keep this one. Scrap this one. It bugs me about the curved parts. In between videos, I'll have to break all that down and fix it. Okay, so that's kind of set. That's not too bad, man. Let's scrap you for our parts. And then we'll save the dirt and this. Drop all this off. We'll see where we're at in life. We might be done for the day. Possibly, maybe. I mean, other than waiting for Junior, right? Put you in there. So we have the butchery bench. We have the medicine. We don't need the storage. We got the sink. We don't have the stove. That's what we need to figure out about. Do we want to do the stove? I don't think so. I think we'll do this. Maybe just one ice box for the moment. It's kind of different. Breaks it up too, right? I think we will leave that there. Need a light over here. Do we got stuff to make one more of the... Well, I'll tell you what. Probably not the smartest. I don't want to... A different color. Shadow? I don't want to catch the floor on fire. It is a thing, and it will happen. When we get some power, we'll set it up over there. But let's make one of the beams. Do we have one? We do. We'll do a vertical right here. Section that off. I wouldn't mind blocking that off all the way. Two reasons. One, it'll give us more room in here for building, for some stuff. And two, it'll give us room out here. The problem is it'll be kind of blocked in, right? Let's set up a wall and kind of see how it looks. So if we have that, this will get moved down. Looks better for more support up there. Let's sleep. Make sure our bed works properly. Busy day. Oh, fantastic, man. Wake up, looking out the window at the creatures coming to rip your face off. Got the warm fire there. I like it, dude. I like it. So it kind of works. It's not really blocked in at the entrance like I thought it would be. Workshop. Kitchen. This can go right here, right? Making all of our foods. And then the other ice box over there. Can we make one? Let's do it. This is what I really wanted to do over on Prometheus with the whole primitive playstyle. Now, it's not going to last very long here because of all the different tech tier 5 stuff. Tier 5 tech stuff. Look, dude, words are hard sometimes. It's the cold weather. My brain is freezing. But at least doing it for right now, for getting started, it looks kind of nice. I like it. All right, so we need some ice in here. And that'll be good for some extra food storage. Can still access the things here. We'll put some of our fats in here. Some honey, our jars, stuff like that. Mortar and pestle for cooking. And for doing some of our stuff. Might make a second one for over here. Silica and stone. We got the one outside if I want to set stuff for a long craft. Right, for the windmill. Plus it's kind of up for looks. Do this here for right now. Until we get the material processing machine. So that works. We can have a couple more extra benches out that we use all the time. And not be totally full on space. So, cabinets. Let's get some leather. I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4 up top. Not sure if that'll space out properly, but it should, I think. Leave a small little gap. Small little gap. There we go. I like it. So that's plenty of storage for us. That could be for all of our tools, things like that. And then all the workbenches should fit right here, I think. Possibly, maybe. Alright, so, quick overview before we go. We've got Junior raising up. We'll kind of do some testing with him in the next video. I'll figure out what else to build. But we've got the small little deck out here. There's one more item. I can't remember what it is. We'll go outside for cooking. And if not, we'll put the forge out here on the side. Might just use it for that. Instead of the anvil when we get enough of the stuff to make it. Jerky rack. Water. Storage barrel just for looks because you can't actually store water in it. For some odd reason. We've got the contact device for doing our missions. Inside here. I kind of like this. We'll see how it works out if we leave it or not. I'm not too sure, to be honest. But we got plenty of room here for our crafting and stuff. Upgraded furnace there. More storage. Upgraded workbench. Over here we have our small little kitchen. I like it, dude. Cannot wait for a little bit of power to get some lights in here. We've got the small little thing for our oxygen. I like the stairs, dude. These things are fantastic, man. Leads up to our small little bed area. Storage for things I don't want to put downstairs and lose. It's a lot of stuff like that. Wood burning stove for charcoal production. And then for sleeping. And a nice window to watch the wildlife. I like it, dude. I like it. However, we are going to go ahead and leave this one here. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching. And we'll see you in the next one.